folks. Another week on this hellhole we call Earth. Welcome back to the current season and series that is only known as The Managers. This is episode 7. And we talked about it last time, kind of making a joke, but also serious because it's going to happen. It's going to be father versus son here. We're going to choose the opening match, which is Mr. Perfect, represented by his manager, Dusty Rhodes, going up against the one and only son of the Perfect One, Curtis Axel, represented, of course, by Paul Heyman. So, great father versus son meme. Let's get it out of the way. It's kind of a meme, but not really. I said we should do it, and the managers agreed. So that's why it's happening. Elbow from the father to his son. And let's see if Curtis Axel was trained well and is being managed well here by Heyman, who's coming off of a win here. Interestingly enough, these managers are currently tied on the scoreboard at 3 victories each. And there's a backslide, but not even a 1 count. First minute of the match, quick little pinfall cover, not even a 1 there either. It's going to be fast-paced action as always here in Fire Pro Wrestling. Knocked down by Axel, and again with the backslide. Referee didn't even attempt to go for the count. It's quick, it's happening. Ducked under the clothesline there. A lot of damage could have been dealt and wasn't. Chop to the chest, hammer to the back. We got Team Dusty, baby. Dusty Rhodes having some singles action in his. He selected Mr. Perfect here. Like I said, we agreed. We talked about it, and it's happening now. So tackle blocked. Great block by Mr. Perfect, and a kick to the gut. Quick covers. Just make it. That's not to finish him. That's just to make sure he knows. He knows who's in charge, you know? Also, Mr. Perfect, famous for being a technical style wrestler. Spinning neck breaker. There's some damage done there, and a drop kick to the back of the head. We've got knee to the gut, and Axel off the ropes. Leg drop to the back, and Paul Heyman's got to be happy about that one. I mean, Heyman could have breaking? Is that a word? Could have broken the deal. I was going to say, and chosen Braun Breaker. That's what happened there with my tongue and brain got disconnected. Boot to the face. Didn't knock him all the way down, and now we're going to have an exchange of blows in this opening match here. The Managers, episode 7. Got some interesting matches for you later, too. But like I was saying, Heyman is kind of known for being dastardly and untrustworthy, so I'm surprised he kept his half of the deal here in the agreement. But maybe he's just confident in Axel. Maybe he knows something we don't. Kangaroo kick reversal. There's a 1 count in the center. Irish whip into the corner. DDT, great reversal there by Curtis. There's a hip toss, sleeper hold combo. It's not just about the teams, it's also about these solo performances. And sometimes it's not easier to win in a 1v1 because you got nobody to tag into. You've got nobody to have your back and watch what's going on. So it's all the pressure of the manager and the team that's connected to you is on you here. If you're Perfect or Axel, I'm sure Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker are watching this. Nice drop kick off the ropes. And there's a hook of the leg. Teddy Long with the 1-2. Kick out on the side of Dusty Rhodes. going down the road. Saito into the ropes. Checked him, knocked him down. Currently, if you haven't been keeping up with the scoreboard, Miss Elizabeth is in the lead at 5, and Shane and Regal should meet up today to break the tie of 4 points, or 4 victories either way. That should happen later, and a nice backbreaker there. Going up top, diving, oh no, I think it was an elbow, it could have been a fist drop, either way it missed, and there was a kick out. Rope break. Either way, this match will continue. First of 5. And I should mention it now before I forget. I believe we will not have an episode on Friday, because currently this Friday will be July 4th, and I have other streaming plans for that day, so I don't think I'll be doing a double stream, so we might just have to skip an episode. Well, we're not skipping an episode, we'll be delaying episode 8 till next week, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. The managers will continue until the series is over and we have a clear winner, and we will find out who the best manager of all time is. That's the question we're asking. We're not asking who the greatest wrestler is. We're asking who's the greatest manager. Northern Lights suplex. And usually it's perfect with those type of suplexes, but his son was dishing that one out on a 2.9. Missed the clothesline in the corner right in front of Dusty Rhodes, baby. Woo! 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 Speaking of wrestling, I hung out with Doink the Clown this weekend. If you know, you know. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I literally am friends with Doink the Clown. I'm not like bragging about it. It's a thing that it is what it is. Perfect Plex in the corner. Might add his feet on the ropes. Oh, face first into the turnbuckle. It's crazy what connections you can have. Neckbreaker. And he's calling it. He's saying this is the end. Crowd is actually behind Axel as he delivers that move to his own father. That takes guts. Neckbreaker again. Suck it. He just told his dad to suck it. Perfect is groggy. Elbow to the back of the head. Oh no, jawbreaker. And now Mr. Perfect off the ropes with the clothesline. Back and forth. Father versus son. Dusty versus Heyman. And that could be the end. No. Close. But no. And throwing him on the outside. We did have a count-out draw on the last episode. Some people may be upset or disappointed by that, but them's is the rules, you know. A draw is bad for both teams. We don't want any more draws. We must have a clear winner. We must know who the best manager is, and if they can't get the job done, they're clearly not the best. Elbow to the back of the head, and now Mr. Perfect is taunting right in front of Heyman. Clothesline knocks down his own son. Backdrop. Off the ropes, rebound, arm drag. Picks him up. Crowd might be chanting for Mr. Perfect. He's in the sleeper. Referee asking if he wants to give up, and he said no. Axel, no. Walked right back into a big move. Clothesline again. Stolen finisher. Perfect Plex. 1, 2. I think he does that anyway, and there's a kick out. I don't know what Dusty's even arguing about. That was a clear kick out. Elbow. And that was it. Maybe he wanted to give Mr. Perfect some time to recover. Mr. Perfect's on his team. What is Dusty even arguing with the referee about? I don't understand why Dusty is always arguing with Teddy Long. They're building some sort of feud. Like behind the scenes, that's not even part of the booking of the show. It's just bonus content right there. Watch out, ref. Oh, just knocks him down from behind, rolls him over, picks him up, can't decide what to do, checks him down. This match is going the distance. 1, 2, Sister Abigail gets the job done. He beat his daddy. Heyman got the job done with Axel. Axel has a singles victory. Heyman's up at 4. There's something to be said about that match ending in a Sister Abigail, but I don't know what to tell you. Axel. What an axle. I forgot that's what he called it. That's awesome. That's so cool. It's time for the leader. The leader of the pack and currently in first place, Miss Elizabeth, is going to choose LOD, the Road Warriors. This is tag team 2v2 action. Match number 2. And they'll be going up against DiBiase, his team of IRS and Virgil. Some legends in the pack. We're all grouping up. Make sure everybody knows you're a legend. And let's get this thing cooking. I mean, I'm not exactly sure if IRS and Virgil have worked together before this series, but they have to find a reason to get motivated here other than just money. I mean, money only gets you so far in this business, and DiBiase will tell you that exact thing, even though he is the $1 million man and he's kind of greedy and obsessed with cash, like some people I know. But this is serious business when you're up against arguably one of, if not the greatest tag team in history. That's a steep ladder to climb. It's a big obstacle. And there was a blocking strike. Scoop slam, down goes IRS, and crank of the neck right in front of Virgil, and the ropes. Tag is made. Virgil slaps him right in the face. I mean, we were impressed by Virgil before. He was, doing better than I thought he could, and just getting manhandled there. Here comes Hawk. Both Hawk and Animal are so powerful. They're both powerhouses. And it's just, you're looking for like a weak link, but there isn't one. You're looking for some sort of mistake. They're not going to make one. And Elizabeth is just all smiles right now, knowing that this should be an easy victory. Dropkick there by Virgil. Into the ropes, that's where you want them to be. You want to back Hawk into the corner in front of DiBiase and just cut that ring in half. That's the best strategy you can have in any tag match, but especially with LOD. Nice belly to belly. Virgil's got his dukes up and he's throwing hands. Dropkick missed that time. Back to their feet. Knee to the gut. Here comes IRS. Oh. Falling neckbreaker into the tag. Animal, the legal man, the legal animal. And that they don't really use those submissions to beat their opponent. They're using it to slow them down. I think the Road Warriors would prefer a slow-paced match against any team. And that way they don't have to overexert themselves. They're so smart. They know what they're doing. And just, grinding that shoulder into the gut. Cover in the corner. No one can help you when you're down. Gorilla press, power slam, 1, 2, and that could have been the end of the match. I believe technically that's it's a finisher there. Hawk back in, going after IRS and knocks him down. Got slapped by Virgil. DiBiase laughing. I can't do the laugh. Money. I can't do the DiBiase laugh. It's not a thing that I do. It's not an impression I'm good at. And I would apologize for it, but I just don't care. Miss Elizabeth looking good in her dress. I would say I'm surprised by her being in first place on the scoreboard, but I mean, look at her team. Look at her team and tell me you're surprised. When I said, hey, pick 4 wrestlers, and she said, I want Hawk and Animal, I said, okay, well, you don't even need 2 others, because that's just not fair to the other teams. But anybody could have chosen anybody, and DiBiase chose his friends and his pundits and people he can just hire to do whatever he wants to. And IRS took some damaged air off of the corner, throwing some strikes, elbow to elbow, tag to Virgil, trying to outmaneuver the bigger man and just getting clotheslined for it. Punishment being dealt here. Dropkick not even close. And DiBiase needs this, but I just don't see a way where LOD loses. I don't see a way for Elizabeth to get knocked down here. Kick to the face. It's all about the CPU and the decisions it sometimes makes. Falling neckbreaker. This should be the end. Elbow, but no cover was made. I think Virgil actually got out of the way there. Sleeper hold. Back to his feet. Gonna drag him to the center. Hawk is down. Tag to Animal. The face paint. The classic red and black. Those are my channel colors. They're so cool, going up high, flying body splash, and the ropes were there to save IRS, but the damage was dealt either way, and just slamming them back down and making sure that this time it's a 3, and it wasn't. DiBiase still upset about that 2.9, and DiBiase gonna argue with the referee. Will that help IRS? I don't know. Tag made to Virgil. The ref didn't see it. It doesn't matter, because Animal is fighting off both members of DiBiase's team. This is like 2v1 or 1v3 either way. It's not going to make a difference. Virgil thrown into the corner, dropkick. Virgil with these dropkicks all day long. Russian leg sweep, DiBiase down on a knee. 1. And you don't see Elizabeth arguing. She's well-mannered. She's a princess. She's a queen. She's a Hall of Famer. Oh, no. Big crab. Working on that lower back. Somehow Virgil slipped out of it. A classic old school pinstripes. Man, I'm an old school guy. I like classic wrestling. I mean, it's maybe not my favorite era of wrestling, obviously. But Virgil caught him with the shoulder. Now IRS dealing some more damage there with a submission. Rolling arm lock in the ropes. That was good work from Team DiBiase. Uh-oh. And, well, it doesn't matter. Suplex sent him out of the ring. 15 minutes gone in this matchup. Tag to Virgil. He's still going after IRS. Oh, choked up on the top rope. Virgil to the groin. And again, just spamming on his nuts. I like stuff that's in black and white. I like old music. I'm just an old soul, and now I'm physically old too. So, it's alright. I'm a grumpy old man. Cover! Virgil could have got a shocking win here. I think if Elizabeth loses at any point in this series, it could be a shock. And after a long wait, Animal back in the ring from behind. Down you go, atomic drop right to your booty. That'll hurt your spine and your butt, and he's going to choke him out. DiBiase can argue all he wants, but Virgil got out. He's desperate to make a tag, and he does. IRS back in. And again! This whole match, LOD's just been handing it to Team DiBiase. Like, both ways. Power bomb, stacked them up. 1, 2, 3. That one ended how I expected it to end. No offense to anybody else, but that's gonna be 6 for Elizabeth. And we've had some crazy big matchups. But this one that we're about to see might be one of the biggest, literally, physically, and in every way possible. It is another 1v1, but this time it's Team Fuji who has selected, Mr. Fuji chooses Yokozuna. Check this one out, everybody. And Mickie James, oh yeah, we're getting to see it, has chosen Samoa Joe. Bum ba bum. Bum ba bum. That's right, it's one-on-one, more Samoan warfare. I mean, we saw Solo versus Samoa, and now we get to see Yoko versus Joe. We are lucky. Lucky number 7 here on The Managers, episode 7, to see a match like this. I mean, Yokozuna, half Samoan, half Japanese, and Samoa Joe with a clothesline to start off this one. Mickie and Fuji needed more 1v1s, and they got them, and I think we've seen more 1v1s out of her. We've seen Joe and Bully and Booker, so I think she might all be done with that. I think Mickie James will be focused on team competition going forward in this series, but this might be Mr. Fuji's first solo. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna go back and check. I wrote down some notes, but I'm not keeping track of all the matches. You guys can do that on your own if you care that much about it, because I don't. It's all recorded. It's all on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to see any episode of anything, it's all there somewhere. Hip toss by Yokozuna, and I mean, it takes a lot. Samoa Joe is a big dude, and it takes a lot to throw him around, but compared to Yokozuna, he just bounced off of him. Oh my gosh! Oh no. That almost turned the wrong way for Joe as he tried to lift Yokozuna, and now, oh! The sumo chops into the corner! Joe just got spammed by that unique special. I don't think I've seen that ever before. That was crazy. Fuji liked it, and so did I. I'm kind of into that. More of that. Samoa Joe from behind. Quick back breaker. Samoa Joe's usually the bigger one in these matchups, is what I was trying to get to. And then crazy stuff started happening. Oh, big kick. And you know he's got to put a little bit extra behind it just to do damage to Yokozuna. Headbutt.
5 minutes gone.
5 minutes gone already, and another headbutt. Joe trying to shake it off. And Joe... Chop, kick, combo, signature Samoa. Runs into another headbutt. I would say he should go for the submission tactics, but can he even lock in the Kata Hajime on somebody with a neck the size of Yokozuna's? It's like getting your arms around a car tire or something, man. Oh, slap to the back of the head. And he's getting chopped all around in this one. Headbutts and chops, and Yokozuna's just handing it right to Joe. Quick duck off the ropes. Fuji, the manager, versus Mickie James. And they are both only at one victory this season, so they really need it before this whole thing is over. I'm not even sure it's possible to win it at this point if you're only at 1 point, but you gotta keep going. You gotta keep trying, and you don't have a choice to quit now. So, belly to belly in the corner. Yokozuna's gonna drag him away and sit on him. I thought he would go all the way for the big bonsai from the top, but he decided why not just sit on him, give him the old whoopee cushion, and here comes Joe off the ropes. Big kick. Mickie James has to be happy about that. Famous for her Mick kick. And speaking about YouTube and wrestling and things, 10 full seasons of the undercard still there. It's a full 10 playlist. Samoa drop to Joe, and he stepped on him. 1, 2. Is Fuji gonna get the win? No, that was close. That was real close. I'm not gonna argue with the ref, but combo in the corner. Joe all the way across, delivering another kick, and Yokozuna no-sold it back to his feet. Irish whip. He's a little bit gassed out, though, and just Joe bumped into him like it didn't even matter. This is like wrestling a brick wall. Crossface. Submission applied. And Yokozuna. The longer this match goes, the better it'll be for Mickie. Because we know Yokozuna doesn't exactly have the endurance. Oh, boot to the back of the head. He's down. Can Joe keep him that way? Scoop slam. Crowd popped for that. Another kick. Joe. Kata Hajime! Kata Hajime! Referee said Yoko got to the ropes there. Fuji's looking nervous. He could have choked him out with that Kakina. Oh! Big damage. 1, 2. No! Joe again kicks out. Survives to live another moment. Oh my God, what the hell? Just dropped Yoko on his head. Off the ropes. Wait. Yoko back to his feet. Samoan drop. That time by Joe. Picking him up. The crowd is going nuts for this match. Oh no, he just got countered. And Yoko's tired. He can't follow up. And Joe standing up. Bear hug. Walked into a submission by Yokozuna now. That would be crazy if Yoko could beat Samoa Joe with a submission. The submission machine getting sat on. 1, 2, and no! Again. Exactly half an hour into the show, we had a big kick out. Got to get out of the corner. You do not want to be placed in the corner, and he's going to sit on him anyway. 1, 2. This match continues. Oh, he's got him. Coquina clutch. Joe's trying to make Yoko tap out, but the bottom rope was right there under his fingertips. Caught by a super kick. Fuji and James trying to get out of the bottom. What the hell is Samoa Joe doing? That was crazy.
6,
Don't let this one end on a count out, please.
9,
Get in the ring. 10,
11,
11, 12,
13.
13. Joe took his time there. He had to recover a little bit. Oh, and he got planted back into the canvas. Yokozuna smart to pull him away. No rope break here, but a kick out. Elbow to the back. Oh, there's no ropes. There's no ropes. Yoko is fading. Yoko is fading, and he escaped barely. With his life on the line. Watch out, ref. There's giants battling here. This is a straight kaiju clash here in the managers. We didn't plan for like wacky dream matches, but I think there might still be a few to be had in this series. Just based on the lineup and the roster that we have. Cover. 2, 3, and Yoko gets it done. Mickey again with another loss. Fuji up at 2. I mean, it was back and forth. I can't even complain. That was a good match. But now is the time for that illustrious big 3v3 that we have every episode. It's gonna be Paul Bearer. He's gonna choose Gangrel, Cactus Jack, and I believe The Undertaker. That's a good choice. That's a good lineup there. Gangrel in first. I don't know if the positioning really matters. It's more about like Gangrel will be starting the match, and that's anything to give Undertaker more time off is what you want. You want Undertaker to be as fresh as possible. But this is a big matchup because it's against Team Heenan, and Bobby the Brain is choosing Santana Ortiz and frickin' Andre the goddamn Giant, bruh. Andre the Giant and The Undertaker are gonna meet up here in this one. 3v3. Bearer, Heenan.
Fight!
Good selection. We've mentioned how Heenan chose Santana and Ortiz for their speed, their youth, and they're just two fearless guys that are willing to fight against anybody. Off the shoulder, down to the knee. Gangrel starts off the match with a big gut buster. And yeah, this is why they call him Bobby the Brain. This is such a smart selection of these three. I mean, he could have chosen anybody. He could have swapped out one of these with Big John Studd. It's about being fearless against Bearer's team. Reversal there by Gangrel. Because you've got, the crazy guys on the other corner.
Yeah.
Oh, powerbomb in the center of the ring. Ortiz with a quick cover. Imagine if this match ended before Jack or Taker even got in and a tag to The Undertaker, who's been out for a couple of weeks just to rest. And Bearer, using him sparingly, doesn't want to waste the potential of having the classic Phenom. Into the barricade, Ortiz does not give a damn.
6,
He's going to brawl with Taker on the outside. Oh, tosses him out.
11.
Don't get disqualified. Don't get counted out. Got to get back into the ring, Taker.
15, 16,
16, 17. Oh, that was close. It's a Japanese 20 count here.
Give up. Give up.
And still in the corner of Team Bearer, Ortiz opts to tag in Andre, and we're getting to see it. The classic. Oh, just falls right on him. The matchup. The icon versus the immovable object. The Phenom, the dead man, and the world's largest athlete. The wonder of the world. Just throwing Undertaker out of here. Undertaker's all power, and Andre's probably 10 times stronger. Ducks under the clothesline. You don't usually see a lot of speed from Andre, but I guess he's coming in fresh. 5 minutes. Gonna make a slow tag to Cactus Jack. You want to talk unhinged? You want to talk crazy? This is the guy you're looking at. One of Mick Foley's many personalities. Cactus Jack specifically was chosen by Bearer, and he could have chosen a Mankind, which probably would have made more sense for his team. I wonder why he picked Jack, who's kind of known for being more hardcore, in a series where there's disqualification. So I'm not sure if Bearer chose the right guy. I think Mankind would have been the better choice, but Andre just knocking him down anyway. Battling on the outside in front of the crowd here, grabbing a bunch of weapons, and he's smacking him against Andre. I don't know if the referee should allow that. He's giving him a DQ warning. He's got to drop that weapon. He had baseball bats and barbed wire baseball bats, and who knows what he was doing over there. Gangrel with a poke to the eyes. Santana went for a suplex, slipped out of it. Knocked him down. I think a really important part of this and the way it works is you have to learn to accept a loss. You just got to move on and play the strategy like a true manager should. Plan for the next week. Find out what your matchup's going to be, whether it's the 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3, and plan accordingly. That's all you can do. And Andre just knocked Cactus Jack out of his goddamn cowboy boots there. Holy crap. Oh, yes! Andre! Bearers with his creepy, squeaky voice. Your favorite funeral director. And Andre getting out of that submission quickly. Size and power. Wait! Small package! Andre got out of that.
10 minutes gone.
Kicking him. Just tossing him around. Getting straight manhandled. Tag to The Undertaker. And here comes Santana from Heenan's team. Young and hungry is what you want to be, but then you run into this man, the dead man, and everything becomes a problem. How do you defeat somebody that doesn't feel pain? But Undertaker has been defeated before. Suffered a loss from Obafemi, and speaking of which, we'll probably see him later today. Or at least Regal will be in action. Tag made. And Bear's at 3. Heenan's at 3. So this is a little tiebreaker. Here in the center, 40 minutes into the stream, 12 minutes into the match. Andre picking up Taker by the hair and knocking him down with an elbow. Slow and steady could win the race for Team Heenan. Elbow. They both fall down. We all fall down like toy soldiers. Headbutt. Taker just not a fan of that. Tags in Gangrel, the vampire, and Gangrel went after Andre and paid for it. Got greedy, and I don't know what he was thinking he was doing going after Andre the Giant. If Paul Bearer's team was smart and not completely unhinged, they would go after Ortiz or Santana and try to just cut off Andre and not allow him to get tagged in at all. That's what I would do. Don't even deal with the guy. Off the ropes. Knees, strikes, and woo, that should be red for blood, but it's okay. Oh, sick. Death Valley Driver, and Gangrel, no soul that doesn't care about you. Doesn't care about your signature move, and here comes Cactus Jack. Leapfrog, drop down, nothing there, going for a backdrop. Slow recovery by Jack, though. Cactus. Going for the pile driver, no. Ortiz scouted it. Runs over to tag Andre. It says here, handle this. Hold this for a second, and Andre just slapping Jack, almost knocked him down with that single blow. Jack throwing hands off the ropes. The Giant kicks him off. Stepping on him. Oh, that's 500 pounds. He just squished a man. And the bear hug. It's not fancy, but it's effective, crushing your ribs, making it hard to breathe, and he has to make a tag. Good call for Team Bearer there. Cover. Gangrel's got to get out of this. And he does. Spitting the mist, Andre ducked it, got poked in the eyes, and again, poison blood either way. It's just not connecting to Andre at all, so I think he should stop doing it. Dropped on the ropes. Old school guillotine. You don't see that too often. Irish whip reversal. Andre just flips him up in the air, lets him fall down, let gravity do the job, and a tag to Santana. Santana! Going for 4 points. If you have the victory, you'll be at 4. That's where you want to be. That's the upper echelon of the leaderboard right now. And you got to do something to just catch up with Miss Elizabeth before she runs away with this one. She's already at 6. We're on episode 7. Impaler! Huge move! Santana hits it, and Cactus off the rope, went for a clothesline, missed completely, kept running like an idiot. Elbow. Russian leg sweep. Everyone's down. I think a lot of these guys are tending to get exhausted at this point in the matchup. And this is where Heenan needs to use that youth. But he opts to tag in for Andre again. And the bear hug could get the job done. Pedigree! No! Reversal! The Undertaker had it scouted. He didn't want to land on that baseball bat either. And he's going to chase Andre with a steel chair. Referee giving him a warning, but he slapped Andre into the corner. And the old school on the ropes. The Undertaker. Old school. We got to see it. And the crowd loves it. And attacked Ortiz. Modern day nonsense versus old school scariness. From the streets to the graveyard. It's all happening here. And just dragging the Undertaker to Heenan's corner. Bobby the Brain calling for the powerbomb, and he hits it. Undertaker backing away, picking him up, tossing him aside. Hit that gong. Tombstone pile driver. 1, 2, and it's over. The Undertaker, with that time off, was refreshed, and there was no way Ortiz was surviving that tombstone. It's kind of a sudden event there. Bearer up at 4. And yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but it's time to quickly go back to it. Regal in the main event versus somebody that struggled to get a finish last time. Team Regal is Tommaso and Johnny Do-It-Yourself, Ciampa and Gargano in the main event. Managed by Regal, going off against Shane, who has selected Morrison and Rusev. And he had to do this because we already saw Sammy and Jay work together. And you have to use everybody. And he needed to select John Morrison again. So an interesting old like SmackDown wrestling going on. Regal, Shane, main event. And they're tied at 4, so the winner of this match would be in second place. But, unfortunately for Shane O'Mac, last time his team couldn't get it done. And they had a double countout. So, this one needs a finish. Please. Off the ropes. I don't know what we'll do if it doesn't. Wheelbarrow Bulldog Morrison quickly making his presence known in this match. The Parkour Senior. Ooh, slips out of it. Tommaso. Gotta keep him in that corner with your partner. The experience of Tommaso and Johnny working together is the advantage. And Rusev doesn't like working with anybody. But Rusev has a lot of confidence, and I think that's important too. Knocks him down with a simple shoulder. Rusev is a big boy. There's a lot of power behind everything he does. He's not exactly the slowest guy either. It's a tough challenge to deal with Rusev. Oh, misses the kick. Gargano got lucky there, I would say. Trying to get some technical stuff going, just wear down the arms. But Rusev is so strong, so muscular. It's going to be a uphill battle against this guy. Test of strength, ends it with a forearm, gets tossed into the corner of Shane McMahon's team that he has selected for this main event. Both teams tied at 4, looking to be in second place under Miss Elizabeth. Everything is full of crap. Tag to Tommaso Ciampa. Jacked up by Morrison there. And we got a strike battle. Tommaso kind of won it. I mean, he's in his corner there. And he's being managed by Regal, who feels really good about his team and the way they've been performing. Some elbows knocking down Morrison. 5 minutes gone already. Jumping from behind. Crossing the ring, making the tag on both sides. Gargano trying to keep his distance a little bit. Drop toe hold. Elbow. Shaking up. Rusev just tossing him around. That was like a throwing suplex, kind of. And it looked effective. And now, gourd buster in the center. Gargano went for a chop. Rusev moved out of the way, caught him with an elbow, and got tackled back. Shoulder. Knocks him down. Johnny looked a little bit shaken up by that one. You know, something could catch you the wrong way and actually do more damage than it was even meant to do. Things can happen inside the ring. And injuries do happen. In the world of wrestling, whoa! Ducked under that wheel kick, and that was smart by Johnny, because you do not want to be hit by that, but he scooped Tamaska the second he got tagged in. And smart by Rusev to take that time to get his partner back in here. Morrison throws him in the corner. Tomasco trying to fight his way out of it. Shane O'Mac has deep pockets just like Ted DiBiase, but I don't know if he's financially supporting his team that much. He's just there to give them, you know, a couple of words of advice. I need a cop drop or something, bruh. And there was a tossing suplex into an arm lock. Tomasco trying to just rip Morrison's arm right off of his body. Tag to Rusev. A former member of the League of Nations.
10 minutes gone.
The Bulgarian Brute. Tag to Johnny Wrestling. That's how you know you love wrestling, when you name yourself after it. And Gargano getting suplexed that time. Team Regal. Working together here. But it's not going to be easy. Oh, God. It's like dry throat. I've got a symptom. Oh, no. I could be infected. Into the corner. Rusev collides. Uses his whole body as a missile and just stacks up for the cover. Teddy Long, referee, went for the count, and it was only a 2. Separating the powers on that side. Tomasco gonna go toe-to-toe. Stomping right on him. Elbow to the back. And a leg lock this time. Tomasco's got a whole repertoire of submissions and a super kick right to your face. Here comes John Morrison with some high-flying bullshit. Jumping wheel kick. Rusev liked that one. And Trouble in Paradise got right back to his feet, though. Morrison with the fancy kicks. And Gargano with a dude buster. 1, 2. Huge move and a big kick out. And again. 2 in a row. Gargano caught him. Gargano got him. But Morrison might have been in the ropes there and desperately crosses the ring. Smart by Shane to tell him to do that. I think that was all Shane McMahon's management right there. And Gargano with the diving headbutt misses. It's getting frantic. They know the clock is ticking away. and that they could be in second place off of this victory. Rusev, one single punch knocks Gargano down from behind. Reversal. Gargano with a couple of hands of his own. He's got X-Men colors on. Dropkick just bounced off of a wall that is from Bulgaria. It's not Russia. I don't know why WWE thinks every evil country is like one of 3 countries. But anyway. I'm not getting political. I'm just talking wrestling. Tag on the side of Regal. Gargano is exhausted as he should be. Packaged. Oh, dropped him right on the knee. RP1 modified. And whatever you want to call that move, it's gross. But no! The Crusher! The Accolade! The Accolade! And Tommaso, maybe, I don't know if Rusev actually had all of that. Combo. Machka. Rusev. Crash. Rusev cover. But no. Ciampa got out of it. Gargano and Morrison. High speed, high stakes here. Super kick. Morrison went down with it. Got to recover quickly. Got to look for a finish. Rebound. Oh, Spanish fly. Hell yeah, brother. Sliding kick. Morrison taunting. And fake out. Super kicks by Gargano. And that's classic Gargano. Brainbuster. He got all of that one. But he's slow to recover. Went for a spear, but nobody was there. He was going for the tag to Rusev, and he got it. Sledgehammer to the back. And a big kick to the body. And now Gargano is in a world of hurt. It's in a world of trouble. Because it's Rusev's time. And he's here to break a man into pieces. Ciampa.
20 minutes gone.
Elbow. 20 minutes gone. Oh, he's calling for the finish, but he goes for the kick. And again, I thought he wanted the accolade. But he's just spamming these kicks to the body of Tommaso. Oh! Leap of faith! Fall from grace. 1, 2. The fairy tale ending was not meant to be as Rusev kicked out of the finisher. Tag. Rusev is stuck in the corner, but dragging his way. He's dragging Gargano all the way across the ring. And again, kicks to the body. Oh, Gargano escape! Gargano escape! He even said ask him as if the referee was going to check for the submission, and he was going to, but Rusev was in the ropes there. Morrison up top. Oh, moonsault. I thought he might have been going for Starship Pain, but he went for a jumping moonsault off the ropes. We're going to see an elbow, but he blocks it. Spear missed. There's a lot going on right now. Hurricanrana. What the heck? Oh, the dancing leg drop. That could have been it, but Gargano back to his feet somehow, some way. Whoa, moonsault kick. John Morrison's too busy doing fancy shit to actually get the job done. Stop playing games. No, Gargano with the escape. The submission is locked in. Morrison was in trouble, but did not tap out. And we might be entering 1 hour episode length. Tommaso listening to the crowd. He knows what's happening here. Off the ropes. Spine buster. Knee. Big slam by Rusev. All the way up and all the way down right in front of the manager Regal. who could be facing defeat right there. No, 2.9. Oh my gosh. He's gonna drop him on the knee again. That's gross. Should have went for a cover and didn't. I believe this is now gonna be tied with the first episode in terms of length. And we're here till there's a finish or a draw, I guess. We don't want to draw like last time. Super kick. Caught him with the heel. 1, 2, 3. Rusev has come in clutch for Shane O'Mac, who will be in second place. Elizabeth at 6, Shane at 5, Regal at 4, Bearer at 4, Dusty 3, Heenan 3. There's a lot going on here. And like I said, probably no episode on Friday. I've got other plans for July 4th, so I am assuming I will see you all next week for the managers. When we return, it'll be back to normal.